Today begins year 2 of Monday's Muse. We started last year the day I returned from Pilgrim Point Camp, and so we begin our second year the very same way. I'm Rachael Keefe, and this is Monday's Muse.
This episode of Monday's Muse is about those moments when faith awakens, the kind of moments that stick with us long after they are over. My name is Rachael Keefe. I am the pastor at Living Table United Church of Christ in South Minneapolis. And this is the first episode of what I hope will become many of my vlog, Monday's Muse or Pastor's Vlog. And I want to talk today about the experiences I had at Pilgrim Point Camp this weekend.
Just a couple hours ago, I returned from family camp at Pilgrim Point. It was a great weekend, an opportunity to unplug, to step away from the anxiety and chaos that seems to be everywhere in the media today. There was opportunity for morning prayer that was filled with Teze songs, time at the waterfront for swimming or boating, time to gather around campfire and share our stories with one another, and lots of s'mores. It was just a great weekend to remember to take time to listen for God saying, I am with you, I am here. An opportunity to face some of the fears that build up when we're not paying attention. Scriptures are filled with statements saying, fear not. And we can't do that effectively unless we connect with God. It's easy to do that in a quiet place. That's why Jesus often went to a quiet place to pray. When we do that, we can come back into the world and continue to work for justice and peace. This morning's communion service was a reminder that when we share at Christ's table, when we break the bread and pour out the cup, when we do that, it's more than just a remembrance. When we do those things, we embody Christ. We become Christ's body in the world. We need to remember that. We need to remember that God is here, even amidst the noise and the conflict, not just in the quiet places. Coming back from camp today, I feel renewed and energized and ready to participate in things like this that you see going on behind me. It is part vigil for Philando Castile. It is part community building. It is an opportunity for people of faith, for family, friends, and neighbors to gather, to remember, and to build community. We can't continue to do these things if we don't recharge ourselves. So I hope that all of you have an opportunity to step away to a quiet place so that you too can be reminded that God is always present, always with us, strengthening us for the work of justice and peace that is so desperately needed. As we begin our second year together, I want to thank you for a great first year. Thank you for joining us on YouTube, Roku, and iTunes. Thanks for commenting and sharing. I look forward to another great year together. Thanks for joining us, and I'll see you next week.